Wednesday, June 9th edition of the Carolina Weather Video here. I'm meteorologist Matthew East, and certainly getting back into the muggier type of environment now. We had a warm front lift through much of the region overnight last night on Tuesday night. Now the muggy type of air mass returning to a good chunk of the region. That'll lead to the chance of some shower and thunderstorm activity today into tonight. More on that here in just a moment. Neat looking shot here from the Avalon Pier web cameras. We are approaching sunrise. This is a shot snapped at 5:13 this morning, and the eastern horizon brightening out there over the Atlantic Ocean. And look how calm the Atlantic is this morning there at the Avalon Pier there on the North Carolina Outer Banks. All right, in terms of the radar, at the time I'm cutting this video, again during the 5 a.m. hour, a little bit of light rain in the mountains and into the northern foothills, but the really significant activities back in the Ohio Valley down toward north and west of Nashville and near Memphis, then another cluster of storms back in the Plain States. And it is this complex of storms through the Ohio Valley down into western Tennessee that is of interest to our area as we get deeper into the day today. Certainly there'll be a lot more cloud cover for a lot of the region. Now, still a lot of sun along the coast today, but for the mountains and the Piedmont zones, a considerable amount of cloud cover, and that muggy air returning after a couple days of 50s for dew points. Here's that 60-degree dew point line. Here's the 65-degree dew point line, and all that moisture is lifting northeast back into our area. And it's going to be a pretty hot and muggy weekend. I want to show you the upper air chart here on Saturday. There's that 594 decameter ridge over the southeastern part of the country that always translates to heat and humidity, but it's not going to last terribly long. The ridge looks to break down, and probably a pretty decent cold front moves in and brings us a break from the heat and the humidity again by Tuesday and Wednesday of next week. All right, here you go. Let's go to the modeling. This is for this afternoon off the GFS, and I do think we'll see some showers and storms try to develop through the region from west to east as we go through this afternoon into this evening. Could be a few strong to severe storms, especially in the mountains, but even in the Piedmont might be a storm that produces a damaging wind gust or two. And highs today, mid to upper 80s for the Piedmont and North Carolina. Tomorrow, a cold front will actually push into northern South Carolina. So I think for most of North Carolina, it's going to be a dry Thursday. Sure, down in the southern parts of North Carolina, might be a few showers and storms, but I think a lot of us in the North Carolina and the Virginia's area will see a dry day. There will be some showers and storms Thursday in South Carolina, and getting warmer. Highs topping out around 90 or so Thursday, and then it looks like lower 90s. On Friday, I think the rain chance is a little bit overdone here on the GFS. I've left Friday's forecast dry for the Piedmont. And then we get into the weekend. And yes, Saturday and again on Sunday could see a few afternoon thunderstorms, or at least a few thunderstorms. I won't confine it to afternoon because there's a chance we could see one of those MCSs graze the northern part of the region. But either way, chance for a few showers and storms, but the heat and the humidity will be pretty significant this weekend. A lot of highs punching up toward the mid-90s and lows only in the 70s. So kind of a stifling feeling midsummer weekend out there. But, like I mentioned, we'll get a little bit of a break. The GFS and the European differ on the timing and the exact nature of when this front will come through and how it will come through. But the general idea here is that by Tuesday we'll see a high pressure over the Great Lakes and the New England states pushing down into our region, and that should push our highs back down to at least the mid-80s and some more tolerable levels of humidity by then as well. All right, that is it for today's edition of the Carolina Weather Video. I will be out of the weather office here for the next several days, taking a few days off, but I will have a new edition of the Carolina Weather Video posted for you bright and early on Tuesday morning of next week. So thanks very much for watching, everyone. Have a wonderful upcoming weekend, and God bless.